Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here. In this video, I'm going to answer a question for a subscriber. They saw me shooting my new Formula XD at 70 meters. I took my first shots there. I ran the same sight setting as my Formula XI, and they were wondering why that worked. And they wanted to know if the mounting holes for the two risers were the same. You know, is the distance from where the sight mounts on the XI to the shelf about the same distance as where the sight mounts on the Formula XD to the shelf here? Because if it is, or if it's very close, you can run the same sight setting. So I originally just broke out my bow square here and measured it, and it looks like it's pretty close. So we went and got the calipers to try to get a little more of a serious measurement. Again, we're trying to go from the shelf here to, I would guess, like the center of the center of the sight bar, because that should be in between the two screws for mounting it. So again, we're not going the most exact here. So we're looking at about 3.77 inches. We'll go and lock that. We will rotate this one. I don't know if we want to rotate this one. We got it wedged up there. All right, and we'll try the same thing. Now this one doesn't have a sight block on it because I don't have an extra. So we're going to look somewhere in the middle here we want, because we got screw holes here, so it should be somewhere in the middle there, kind of right in line with the clicker here. So if we do that, it's about the same. Honestly though, it might be slightly shorter. Let me see if I can come up with a little bit more accurate way to measure this. Now that it looks like it's actually a little bit of a shorter gap on the XD compared to the XI. Let me see if I can be a little more accurate for you guys. Alright, so I went and actually took off my sight and everything, because I was like, you know what, it kind of looks like, you know, this one might be a little bit longer, but we remeasured it. So we look at it from here, we kind of look across. It ends up lining up with the back half of the bottom bolt, as you can see right about there, and it does the same thing on this one. If I take it from the inside of the screw hole to there, it ends up matching pretty good with from the inside of the screw hole to there on the XI. So I would say with pretty good confidence, you know, maybe they're like point something off, like could be a tiny difference, but for the most part I don't think you're going to see a difference between mounting points of the two risers. The distance between where your sight mounts and where the shelf is, where your arrow rest would be on both risers, is essentially the same. But I think that was a pretty good question. I personally didn't think about it. I kind of assumed on that one that they would just be the same, and didn't really account that into you know, leaving my sight where it was and just shooting it at 70 meters. So good thing I was correct, because otherwise my arrow would have been either over the target or short. So it's very nice that worked out correctly. So hopefully that answered some questions and didn't bring up a whole bunch of new ones, but it does honestly look like most of the important stuff is exactly the same. It's just all shifted down. So this whole portion of the bow is shifted down on the XD so that your grip is more centered. I definitely, you know, I've been shooting this now for like two and a half weeks. It really is a nicer feel, in my opinion, having a more centered grip It's more stable. It's pretty cool. You know, still working with it some, and I'll have a full review on it in the future. Really want to wait for the new limbs to come in. I still got my Velos on there, so when the new ones get here, we'll roll with them, and that'll take some time to see how the whole package works with the XD riser and the new limbs. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see about the new riser. I got some other videos I still have to put out on this. Some things I'm going to play with. I'm kind of up in the air if I should wait for the new limbs or not, but we'll see. So as always, thank you for watching, and happy shooting.